Thank you. And thank you for all the messages. There's so many appearing now. And it's wonderful to just see how many participants we have present. I'm appearing ahead of the ceremony just to welcome you all and to draw us all in together in support of our beloved Birch Ordinance. Do excuse me, I'm quite croaky today, but fine. A little bit hoarse, so do excuse me. So I'm Annie, and I am one of the tutors for Birch, the class that is just completing. And so before the ceremony begins, as I say, just want to come and express appreciation to each of you that are here gathered to support, to witness, and to celebrate this wonderful occasion, this ordination. So you're drawn here for whatever reason to be with us. Thank you very much from all of us at OneSpirit. There have been so many holding and supporting our Birch Class, you and our OneSpirit team, some more visible than others, a lot working behind the scenes over these 2 years. And I really encourage you to take time. This will be at the end of the ceremony, I imagine, but as we do put up a full list of credits of everyone that's part of our team, and you know, it really is such a shared effort to support our classes and to create such a beautiful ceremony together. So please do take a moment to take that in towards the end. And I hope you've been enjoying our slideshow if you came in a little earlier with such lovely memories. But what about Birch? Birch Class have undertaken our interfaith ministry training, as you probably know, as an online venture. And that's something that we began during the COVID outbreak, out of necessity, really. And we decided to continue doing that because we found that it works. In so many ways, it allows us to be accessible and to connect globally like we are doing right now. And one of the things that we notice about connection and about community in an online class or an online gathering, it can come as a surprise, really, given how much we like meeting in person, as such a lot of those lovely photos in the slideshow show. We notice how deeply we actually do relate and how it is possible to form profoundly relational, heartfelt connection in the moment in this way. And I think this is very important for us right now because this is an online ceremony and we are forming this online pop-up community, an intentional community gathering. I think there's a great mystery and a wonder in this and in the way that we can be present together in classes. And like this and right now from so many different locations and time zones around the world. And you might be noticing in the chat, you're calling in from all over the place. And it's so wonderful that we're able to do that. So please do come on in. This is participatory. Really encourage you to step into the energy of it and know that you're just so very welcome. And offer your wholehearted support in whatever ways you can find to these dear ones here. You've got the chat and emojis are always fun, very welcome. So please go with the flow of the ceremony. We'll just flow through it. Now, just to say, it is a sacred process for us. It's not a performance. We are all human. This is technology. So your generosity of spirit and understanding are much appreciated. I want to thank especially, I thank those who are holding the tech side of our operations today, and also our lovely musicians, long-term friends of OneSpirit, who offer such soulful, live, inspired language of the heart. So please do enjoy that too. So before we open the ceremony and welcome our ordinance, I really invite you to just take a pause for a moment and to settle. and to reflect on what brought you here. And then we're going to begin the ceremony. And to open, Tanya is going to light our focal candle. It's a beautiful, specially chosen beeswax candle. And then Sarah is going to offer some words of inspiration and invocation. If you've got candles of your own to light, like I have, we'll light them in a little while all together. So meanwhile, I'm going to hand over to Tanya. Thank you.
Welcome. Welcome everybody. Welcome each and everyone here. Thank you. Thank you for being here for our ordination ceremony. We welcome ourselves here into this moment. And we welcome into this moment everyone and everything that is on our hearts. We welcome our full experience of life. All of our sorrows, all of our joys, our fears and our hopes, our frustrations and our triumphs. Everything is welcome in this space now. There is nothing that may not be present here with us, united in the spirit of love. And we are not here alone. We are not here singularly. We are here as part of the great web of life, and we welcome and open our hearts to all beings in that magnificent dance of creation. To the flowers, we bid you welcome. To the flame, we bid you welcome. To the waters, to the trees, to the mountains, we bid you welcome. To the sun, the moon, the stars, welcome. To all the creatures that run and swim and fly on the land and in the sea and through the air, we welcome you. We welcome the air that we share between us with each and every breath. We welcome the unseen ones. We welcome our ancestors, all who have come before us in our families, going back through the generations. And we welcome our kind teachers, all who have come before us through every lineage and every tradition. We welcome the great spirit of love that guards and guides our lives. We welcome the great spirit of wisdom that inspires and enlightens us. We welcome the great spirit of friendship that supports and unites us all. We open our hearts and invite you all to be here with us now, to be present, to witness, and to bless this sacred threshold ceremony of ordination. With this drum, I announce this ceremony open. Thank you.
Thank you. So as we deepen into the ceremony, I'm going to share a few words about the journey itself, the big picture of this incredible interfaith ministry training that our Birch Class have undertaken. In a little while, they'll bring their own voices in and gradually share more and more of themselves as the ceremony unfolds. But for now, what about this journey that they have made and that Tricia referred to so beautifully there? Thank you. So, Birch, as you know, maybe, they've completed a 2-year interfaith ministry training program to reach this point today, and that is really quite something. In our training, we often use the analogy of being on an expedition together. And there's that well-known saying, isn't there, of it's not the destination that matters, it's the journey. Well, I'd say yes and in this case, because I think they both matter. Birch have made an incredible journey. We've journeyed together, and many of you supporting as loved ones will be deeply aware of that journey and integrally entwined with it too, I'm sure. But they have also arrived at a really significant place today as we assemble to greet them here in this ceremony of witnessing and of affirmation. It isn't a final destination, but it's certainly a very powerful place to be. While interfaith ministry training does cover, as Tricia has just been telling us, it covers so many threads and strands and skills and concepts. Different ways of gifting the world in ministry, ceremony and celebrancy and deep listening, chaplaincy perhaps, as you might expect from a ministry training program. And do check our website if you're interested. But really, something very simple is happening throughout, and it's about listening. In our walk together, we have gradually and increasingly listened to one another and experienced being listened to. And as this has continued, I think it's become easier, maybe a little easier, to share just that bit more of our own precious, deep, true, soulful humanity, our vulnerability, if you like. Discovering that we're safe enough to do that, we're welcome, that we belong, that we're accepted, and that we are beloved. And what a profound impact that can have, just to experience that, even every now and then. And to be able to give that to one another somehow. It's not a path of perfection or grandiosity. It's not a path of expert knowledge or of holier than thou. It's a path of heart. And it's been said that the only journeys worth making are journeys of heart. It's a journey of kindness and courage and honesty, deep, soulful honesty, as we experience giving and receiving in this way. When there's an ouch or a stumble, when there's a load that's just too heavy to carry, we try to pause and to notice and to reflect and to talk about it and to find a way together that is mutually empowering and to learn more deeply about ourselves and what it is that motivates us to carry on. There is so much of the heart there of what we're about, practicing this deep relational empathy. and the power of community, that although we're all unique and we're all living our own lives and our own places, we're not alone, as Sarah said. And we practice this awareness in our daily lives too. In fact, that's where we've been practicing it all along, I guess. And with this constant question of drawing on the skills and the questions and the conversations of our training, how do we respect the dignity and the worth of those that we meet, of all faiths and none, people who have lost their faith, people who are searching for hope or for meaning? How do we meet each and everyone with that dignity and worth that we would like to be met with? That deep respect, humanity. And this is a journey that never ends, I think. There are so many layers to learning from the fruits of listening, aren't there? Listening to ourselves, to our environments, to our ancestors and the sources of our own inspiration, to our communities, and to the divine, by whatever name or none. And each encounter in each moment is an opportunity for something wonderful to take place, something life-affirming and beautiful, and potentially transformative. So we arrive at the start of the training path from all kinds of walks of life. And after this ceremony, we disperse again from our Birch cluster, our precious ingathering, back into the flow of our wider lives, but changed to this experience of being seen and being heard and being able to, with confidence, I hope, take that out into our worlds, changed by embracing this ordained ministry of reverence for life, because I think that's what it's about. And if we wish to use that through this training, we have the title of Reverend. What is that? I think it is stepping into that yes to the reverence of life and the dignity and the worth of all. Now, what about this ceremony? And we're moving towards the heart of this moment by moment. But this ceremony, this is not the end of the journey for our ordinations, no, but it is a milestone, as we say. And looking back, I'm sure that journey will continue to enrich and to provide so much food for thought for a long time ahead. But right now, here we are together. And what's it about in this moment now? And at that precious moment of ordination, what is that? Our ordination, and I think that this is really quite important for us, our ordination is not imposed or bestowed. It's a community witnessing of each of our ordinands as each say yes in their own ways to this spirit of open-heartedness and reverence for life as they make their own surrender to what is most profound for them, in whatever way they are expressing and experiencing that. Surrender to source, to their deepest selves, or to God, to love. And this gesture has a transformative potential. There is a saying often attributed to the Buddha that one moment can change a day, one day can change a life, one life can change the world. And I say yes to that. So these dear ones, our Birch Class, are here to offer themselves in loving service to the world, and in so doing, to be witnessed and affirmed by all of us in this ministry. To choose to undertake this training is an act of great generosity. I think a gift to the world, at a time when maybe more than ever the world is so in need. A gift to the world, an expression of hope. And as I've said before, I think the universe says thank you. So we're now going to make space for our Birch ordinance who are going to share an offering with us all. So over to you, Monica and Birch Class.
Beloved Birch Ordinands, I would like to invite you to unmute. Our Ordinands are now going to offer a prayer before their moment of ordination. They have created their own version of the well-known Buddhist prayer of love and kindness for all beings, the Metta prayer. We call our version a May prayer.
Thank you, Monica. May all be peaceful.
May all be at peace.
May all be kind.
May we keep shining our light in all we're called to do.
May we all live in awe and wonder.
May we all be brave and have the courage to be authentic.
May all beings be their true selves.
May all beings know the depth of love.
May all beings know that they are loved more profoundly and wholly than can ever be fathomed.
May all beings be loved.
May all beings know themselves as kin to the living earth.
May every being feel safe.
May all beings see what connects us.
May all beings know that they belong.
May all beings know contentment.
May our souls be aligned with wisdom.
May we all dwell in the present moment.
May we all know that we live in grace.
May we recognize ourselves in one another, acknowledging the single root beneath our many
branches.
Thank you, Ordinands, for sharing our May prayer and sharing your voices. We now move towards the heart of the ordination ceremony with the statements of commitment.
Okay, so we now call our ordinands into a moment of centering before they're asked to make statements of commitment and before going into the ordination itself. So we also invite everyone here into a few moments of quiet. Our ordinands have just participated in a vow-taking ceremony where they shared their personal vow that was honoured, supported and witnessed by one another and by our wider community of ministers. You, their family, their friends here and online, and our OneSpirit ministers are now asked to witness and support their shared intentions. Their intentions of commitment to OneSpirit as the organisation conferring their graduation and ordination. The symbolic meaning of ordination honours the truth that each person is capable of making deeply significant contributions to the lives of others, not just through their profession, but more importantly, through their way of being in the world. The ordination symbolically, it seeks to recognise the blessings of our embodied spirit and the contribution our inner wholeness makes to performing our tasks and to the quality of our own and others' lives.
Ordinands, you'll now be asked to declare your commitment. If you are able, please unmute to say "I will" or "we will" for each of the questions addressed to you. Otherwise, please say "I will" without unmuting and show your assent by raising your hand. Ordinands, with this in mind, please be ready to make your commitment intentions. And you're invited to stand.
Okay, so ordinance. Will you be inclusive, serving without discrimination on the basis of race, age, gender, religious affiliation, ethnic background, economic status, sexual orientation, or any other discriminatory distinction?
Well,
I will.
I will.
Well,
Will you continue to deepen in your own spiritual practice so that the service you offer others may always be grounded in the integrity of an authentic and involving spiritual life?
I will.
I
I
will.
will.
I will.
I will.
Do you promise to fulfill, to the best of your ability, the personal vow you have taken?
I do.
I will.
I will.
I will.
I
I
will.
will.
Well,
Will you abide by the OneSpirit Interfaith Foundation's Code of Ethics?
I will.
I will.
I
I
will.
will.
I will.
you will.
Stuart ministers, I now turn to you. Those ministers and OneSpirit staff team here as participants, in answer to the question, please unmute and say "I do." Otherwise, please use chat if you wish to communicate your "I do." We are here to witness and honour these ordinands. Do you promise to welcome and support these new ministers in their ministry?
I do.
I do.
I do.
All friends and family gathered here today, will you uphold and encourage your loved ones in their ministry? If so, you are welcome to respond in the chat. If anyone is present in person, please say "I will" aloud. And you're welcome to use emojis.
I will.
I will.
I will.
I will.
I will.
I will.
Oh, lovely. Thank you, everybody. The statements of commitment are now being made and they have been witnessed by our community.
There we are, still drum in hand. I would like to announce that the ordinations are now complete. So congratulations. We're now going to rest in a pause in which I invite each of us to enjoy sacred music that Robert offers us as a blessing and to allow our newly ordained ministers a few minutes to deepen into the experience that they've just had. Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. We are delighted now to congratulate and introduce our newly ordained ministers. Reverend Annie will announce our new ministers in groups of 3 or 4. They will each step forward and offer their first blessing as a reverend. And then we will pause and celebrate them in small groups. So I invite everybody to unmute, make some noise, do a little dance, put up some emojis. We're so happy to welcome you. Annie.
Thank you. What a privilege to be able to welcome our newly ordained ministers. So such a beautiful ceremony, and so lovely to see all the chat messages flooding in there in support of our Birch newly ordained ministers. And so just as Sarah said, let's do just that, and I'm going to go one by one through and the first name to be called, again, we're going to go into alphabetical order, is Reverend Adam Gibbs Digby. Welcome. Welcome, Adam.
Thank you, Annie.
Would you like to offer a first blessing?
I will. Thank you, Annie. I offer you the spirit of peace through balance.
Thank you. Reverend Adam, I welcome you. Welcome. And I announce Reverend Candida Muller. Welcome, Candida. Reverend Candida.
Thank you, Annie. Thank you.
And would you like to offer us your first blessing as a newly ordained minister?
Yes, thank you. I offer you the spirit of authenticity and the spirit of unconditional love.
Thank you. And you're so welcome.
Thank
Reverend
you,
Candida.
Annie. Thank you.
Now I announce Reverend Carol Staples. Welcome, Reverend Carol.
Thank you, Annie.
And Reverend Carol, would you like to offer us your first blessing?
I would, Annie. Thank you. From this sacred moment, I offer deep peace and love.
Reverend Carol, thank you. Now we're going to return to this group of 3 to celebrate. So please, everybody, do unmute and make lots of noise and lots of celebrations. And I can see everybody dancing.
Congratulations.
Much noise and celebration.
Much love to you.
Well done.
Can you see your friends there?
Well done. Okay, so welcome. So now I announce Reverend Claire Harker. That's the spirit. Welcome, Reverend Claire. And
Yeah, thank you.
Would you like to offer us a first blessing?
I would like my first blessing and gesture as a minister to be for my family and my friends who have held me up for the past few years. And I would like to offer them my deep gratitude and that they always know love.
Thank you. Reverend Claire, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Welcome. And now I announce Reverend Elizabeth Allen. Welcome, Reverend Elizabeth.
Thank you, Annie.
And Reverend Elizabeth, would you like to offer a first blessing?
Yes, I would. May you seek the presence of the divine light.
Thank you. Reverend Elizabeth, I welcome you. Hey, welcome. Welcome, Reverend Esther. So now I announce the Reverend Esther Kosei.
You, Annie?
Reverend Esther, would you like to offer us a first blessing?
Yes, I would. I offer you the blessing of Ma'at. May you live in truth, justice, and in right relationship with all our relations. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. And now we return to all three, this cluster, to celebrate again. Please do, everybody, unmute, and congratulations. Well done. Wonderful. Beautiful. Okay, welcome. So now I announce the Reverend Fiona Parry Dodd. Welcome, Reverend Fiona.
Thank you.
Reverend Fiona, would you like to offer us your first blessing as a newly ordained minister?
Yes, I would, Annie. Thank you, Annie. I would like to offer my first blessing to my husband, Reverend Paul Anthony, who without him, I wouldn't be here today. He's walked beside me the whole way. And in the spirit of offering as well my blessings, I would like to offer the blessings to all my family and friends and loved ones of unconditional love and light. Thank you.
Thank you. And welcome, Reverend Fiona.
Thank you.
Now, welcome. I announce Frank Dobbs. Welcome to you, Frank. And would you like to offer us a first blessing?
Thank you, Andy. Yes, I would. Through grace from our higher power, may we live, may we love, may we learn. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Frank. Welcome. Hi, Jenny. And now I announce Reverend Jenny Williams. Welcome. Reverend Jenny, would you like to offer us a first blessing?
Yes, Annie.
Mm.
I would.
Thank you.
Dear God, make your face shine upon us and be gracious to us.
Thank you, Reverend Jenny, and welcome to you.
Thank you.
Welcome. So now I announce Juliet Fisher. Welcome to you. And Juliet, would you like to offer us your first blessing?
Yes, thank you, Annie. I offer the blessing of pure spontaneity and creativity for all those who've been before us and will come from us. Amen.
Amen. Thank you and welcome. And now this cluster of 4, let's have everybody back and celebrate. Do unmute, make lots of noise. Congratulations.
Hey.
Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm starting to radiate from all these blessings I'm receiving. Hope they're filtering through. So welcome. Now I announce Reverend Justin Hardy. Welcome, Reverend Justin.
Thanks, Annie.
Would you like to offer us a first blessing?
Yes, I would. I'd like to offer a blessing to all gathered today of reclamation and release of what no longer serves you. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome, Reverend Justin. And now, welcome. I announce Reverend Kimberly Margaret Noakes.
Thank you, Annie.
Welcome. Reverend Kimberly, would you like to offer us a first blessing?
Yes, please. I offer this blessing for all those here today, for all those who have supported my journey into this ministry, and for all of humanity. A Celtic blessing from my ancestry. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, the rains fall soft upon your fields, and until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of their hand.
Thank you. Reverend Kimberly, welcome.
Thank you, Annie.
Lauren. So I announce Lauren Gabrielle Foster. Welcome. Now, Lauren, would you like to offer us a first blessing?
I would. My blessing for us all is that we all relish the sacred in the ordinary, and that we live in love, in joy, and in freedom.
Thank you. Lauren, welcome to you.
Thank you.
Hi. And now I welcome and announce Reverend Naomi Bray, and representing the ACDOT system. Welcome, Reverend Naomi. Would you like to offer us a first blessing?
Thank you. My blessing is not in English, but the translation should pop up.
Yes, we have that. Thank you.
May the Rebbeinu Olam make us a bracha to all who encounter us in our Vodas Kodesh. May we be truly zoicher to bring about a tikkun olam. May HaKodesh Baruch Hu grant us all bracha, hatzlacha, simcha, shalom, true yiriyah shemayim, and the koyach to do our work with the Sata Fishmayim.
Thank you. And for the translation, which is there in the chat. Thank you so much. And welcome, Reverend Naomi, and representing the ACDOT system. And now let's welcome this cluster back to celebrate. Unmute everybody. Let's make lots of noise.
Well done.
Well done.
Congratulations.
Can you hear the dogs?
Dogs and dogs everywhere must be celebrating, surely. Thank you. All right. So it says in my instructions here, we continue until all newly ordained ministers have offered a blessing. And now here we are all together as a whole class. So we just have everybody in gallery view now so that we can take you all in. And I think Lyndon is going to bless us with more music before we move into some blessings. But first, let's have a prolonged wave, if you would, from all of our newly ordained ministers here so that we can be in awe and celebrate all together this mighty and wonderful class that has made this incredible journey together. There you are, newly ordained ministers. Well done.
Beloved Birch, we did it! You did it! As you move into your ministry, may you continue to meet yourself with compassion, curiosity, and honesty. And from that place, offer the same loving presence to others. May your presence become a place where others feel seen, heard, welcome, and safe. And may you remember that every sacred encounter begins with your own willingness to arrive just as you are. May you continue to lean into community, into supervision, into friendship, into love, knowing that you were never meant to walk this path alone. Go gently, go courageously, and go with open hearts. And may the essence of one spirit that has accompanied you every step of this journey continue to walk beside you, within you, and through you, wherever your path now leads. Thank you for being here, our newly ordained ministers of OneSpirit Birch Class of 2026. And so it is. Amen. Amen. Om Ashe. It is done.
Well done. Thank you. Thank you to everyone, all of you here today. And thank you especially to our incredible trustees who shoulder such a burden of responsibility for our organisation. Thank you for our wonderful, amazing staff team who have been orchestrating everything, every slide, every picture, every mute and unmute, every spotlight and unspotlight, every email, every phone call, every question, every conversation. Thank you for all that you do. And thank you to all of our faculty. Some of us you can see standing up and talking, others I know are here in the background. Thank you. And thank you everyone who has been here as witness to our beautiful new ministers. And thank you most of all to our beautiful new ministers. Thank you for your courage, for your willingness, for your dedication, for your service. Thank you. You are so, so welcome. May the spirit of love flourish in your heart. Each one of us here, may the spirit of love flourish in your heart and in every heart. May the spirit of wisdom inspire and enlighten each one of us and all of us across the world. May the spirit of friendship live in us and between us and in and between all beings in this whole incredible web of life web of creation. May we go now in peace with the blessing of the flower and the flame. May we go now in peace with the blessing of the water and the air, the mountain and the forest. May we go now in peace with the blessing of all the creatures of the earth, of the sea and of the sky, and of the sun, the moon and the stars. We go now with joy in our hearts to join with all our relations in the great work of love that lies before us. We go now comforted, healed, empowered, and united by the great blessings of love that we have received. Thank you.
So we draw to a close, and I just, what a beautiful sacred focal point we have here. Just noticing how radiant those flowers look and that beautiful candle, and thank you so much for this. I feel as though those flowers have been growing throughout the ceremony. I don't know if that's my imagination, perhaps it is. So thank you, each and every one of you, for making this journey through this ceremony. And if you've been touched by this journey, the journey that these ministers have made, as it says in the chat, we've put up a little notice, and we really encourage you to consider the interfaith ministry training for yourself if you haven't already, or if you thought about it once and you're toying with the idea. I think I've said the word welcome more than any other word throughout this ceremony. Whenever I appear, I think I'm feeling and communicating that sense of a very warm welcome. And our community thrives on this sense of interconnection and coming together like this, and in our training and lots of other ways too. And please know you really are so very welcome. Do explore, have a look at our website. It's very lovingly and skillfully put together. And as it says in the chat there, we are, of course, enrolling for our next classes at the moment. That will be beginning September, October time. And of course, please do get in touch with us. I'm going to need a bit of help singing today. A prayer sung from the heart. And please do join in a moment with whoever you're there with, if you're with anybody. With gusto and depth and love and everything that you wish to express. And while we sing, you might like to join me if you've still got a candle there. If you count it very carefully now. If you'd like to lift up or relight candles, if you have them now, and we'll go to gallery in a moment. And we'll all hold them up to celebrate the light that our dear Birch ministers are now carrying out into the world, and that beautiful blessing from Reverend Monica, and the beautiful prayer from Reverend Sarah, and from all of the prayerfulness and the blessings of this wonderful ceremony, the sacred music. And there's also a lovely link to some music that our class have put together for you to enjoy as well. So please, hang around and enjoy our closing credits. So let's take a moment. Let's go to gallery, shall we? And let's just take a moment to notice the light shining. All those little points of light, wherever they are, whether it's in our hearts, whether we're holding up a candle or something else that shines brightly in the world. Let's just take a moment and just allow that warmth in our hearts again, and this light of hope and of courage and of love, and that may this light shine in each of our hearts now and always, these dear, courageous, generous souls that have stepped into the ordination, but for each of us in our own ways in this world. Thank you from, I am sure, the world. And as we offer each of us our love back to our dear Birch ministers. So let's sing together, if you will, join me. And it's pretty easy words. It just says, I surrender to love. And we just sing that a few times, if you would. Take it as a prayer, or as a celebration, or as a dance, or just quietly, if you wish. Goes like this. I surrender to love. 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 And with that, I declare the ceremony complete. Maybe you would like to blow out your candle lights into the world. There'll be a light to go before you. Bless you and thank you. Hang around for our credits, some lovely music, and to celebrate with our beautiful Birch ministers. And thank you.